y'all, Shannon here from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today I am back with day 9 of 12 Days of Christmas, the 12 Days of Christmas hop for the swap that's hosted over on Ginger's Corner. Sign-ups are closed, but hopefully this inspires you to create your own Christmas embellishments. So today is day 9, so 9 ladies dancing, create a Mrs. Claus. And I did that, but I also created a sign, because y'all know I'm on the pink trip this year. I'm on the pink train, and gingerbread. I'm loving the gingerbread stuff. So I created this little sign. It went a little wonky, but it all turned out in the end. And these aren't attached, so they could be used separately. And look how cute. And so that's what I'm going to show y'all to create. It was a real pain in the butt. But let me encourage y'all, you can do it. If I can do it, y'all can do it. This is a Cricut file. Both of these are Cricut files that I just got by searching Cricut. I did add a few of the offsets to this to create the shadows for the pink and the gray. Actually, and I created the white, so I picked this shape and put it behind here because all it was the words and the gingerbread on the actual file. So I just built a base, and I was really undecided if I wanted to cover this with glossy accents so it actually looks like a sign, like that would hang outside of a business or whatever, you know, so that it would all be smooth and shiny and be a sign. But I didn't, because I still have a few days left to go, and my glossy accents is down to here. So I'm going to have to go get some, and I live like an hour away from a Hobby Lobby or anything to go pick some up. So I have to make a trip soon. So we're going to create these. I'm going to show y'all how to do both of them. Let's start with Mrs. Claus first. Now, I do want to show you guys, this is my mat. I still have lots of pieces on it. This was the other one. This one's the green letters and pieces. It cut, but I put it on the intricate cut setting, so instead of the heavy cardstock that I normally use that does this, so that it wouldn't cut it all the way, because it was eating stuff up because the pieces are so small. And honestly, when I picked this file, I did not know the Mrs. Claus was going to cut the way it did. And so, like I said, it was a little bit of a pain in the butt. But this is all my pink pieces that's left to add, and this one's the green ones. So if you see me pulling pieces and you don't know where, I'm getting it from the mat. Just so you know. Okay, so let's just start with this. Let me grab some of the pink pieces. So for Mrs. Claus, all I did, since she has little spaces between everything, you can see the little black lines between everything. I just started at the top and then worked my way down so that everything would line up correctly. So that's what we're going to do. I did not do any inking, if y'all can believe it. I did no inking this time. I know. I'm shocked too. I'm going to go ahead and add this other pink piece, and then I'll add the green. So you can see everything just lines up, and you should have roughly the same amount of space all the way around every piece that you add on. If not, it's okay, because you can see over here this one's a little bit wider. Same thing here, it got a little off par course, so, but it's okay. It still looks fine. It still looks fine. And nobody will know if you make a mistake, if you don't tell them. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and add a little bit of glue in the center of all these spots to put my piece. Because these are little pieces, and they do pop out easy. They do pop out easy. Like I said, I just cut it on the intricate setting, and I don't mind popping them out. I would rather that than it eating all the little pieces up and not getting them. Some pieces I did not cut because they were so small. Like the eyes, I drew the eyes and the mouth in. Because they're just so small, it's impossible to work with. So there's that one. I have to say, I have a Cricut Explorer Air 2, and I'm very impressed with it. Which I don't do all the fancy stuff. I just, y'all know I do these embellishments. I do basic stuff. But I had an old Cricut and that used the cartridges, and I wouldn't have even probably been able to cut out any of this stuff except maybe this big piece, and it probably still would have chewed it up. I mean, you could not hardly cut anything on that thing because it ate up everything. And so I guess because I dealt with that one for so many years and it eating everything up, I'm highly impressed with this one. This is actually my second Explorer Air 2. But I'm highly impressed with it because it doesn't chew up all these little bitty tiny pieces, and I can cut out lots more stuff. And like I said, I'm just going to work my way down. Now, this face, I fixed this face on the file. Once it started cutting, it was trying to cut out around her glasses. It cut out every little piece in her face, and I was like, we're not doing that. It was already hard enough. I was like, should I just change what I'm doing? But I was like, I've already cut all these pieces. I might as well do it. So I went back and I fixed the face. I filled it in. And, let me look up the technical term for it. Okay, I contoured it. I used contour and filled it all in so that I could just have a solid face versus all those little bitty pieces, because there was no way it was cutting it out. Okay, I'm going to use my pickup stick here for these small pieces. This is her ears. Okay, then we got the neck down here. Ooh, that's a lot. My glue gun's leaking. I must not have it pushed all the way down in there. Okay, and if it smudges out, you can take your finger, a clean finger, and daub it up, and it won't leave the sticky residue. If you leave it, even though it dries clear, it looks like a snail crawled across your piece. So you want to get that glue off. Okay, I need the dress. Oh, I already forgot about the white parts. That's okay. So we got the dress on, then we're going to do the collar, which is these. Okay, and then the arms. Y'all don't really just do not know how bad I wanted to change it. But I was like, I already have it cut. I might as well just go through with it. And the signs, a little of them are a few wonky ones because it went a little crazy because y'all know me, I'm lazy and I'm not going to measure stuff out to line it up. So I just went for it, and I was like, well, I guess it's going to be good enough. And it is a bonus, pretty much. I created the Mrs. Claus. The sign's kind of a bonus, so. I mean, I personally would use it because I'm not about having everything have to be super perfect. I feel like the flaws give it some personality, but I know some people probably wouldn't use it because every line on it ain't straight. And that's okay. That's okay. That's what makes us all different. One of my really good friends is very much a perfectionist. So me and her, we have craft days, paint days, all that stuff together sometimes. And I can get probably 3 times more stuff done in the same time period than she can because she is very much a perfectionist. And she has to have everything super perfect. And I aggravate her about it. And it's not bad. I don't mean it bad or anything. I just like to aggravate her. But I always love the way hers turns out. Usually better than mine. She's way more talented of a painter and all that stuff than I am. Because I'm very much a wild, willy-nilly, go with the flow type stuff. And I'm just like, oh yeah, okay. Embrace the imperfections. And she's like, it's gotta be perfect. But, like I said, that's what makes us all unique. Okay. If everybody's looked the same, life would be boring. Alright, so y'all know I like to use my decorating chalk. And I'm just going to put a little bit to ink up her cheeks. And then I rub it off so that it's not super dark. Okay. And then we're going to add the glasses on. These glasses I've had to cut 3 times, and these still are not a super great pair. 2 of them cut perfect. The other 2 was just bleh. So, it is what it is at this point. At least I got some glasses. Okay, and then I'm going to put this on. And then I have her nose. That's right here. Okay, so then all that's left, I didn't put her feet on, her shoes. I'll put a little bit of glue. So if this is the first video you're watching, most of y'all's probably been watching all the 12 Days of Christmas videos. If you didn't know, I am doing a big giveaway at the end of the month for my channel. And all you have to do is comment on every video this month, not just the 12 Days of Christmas, but all of them. And you also have a chance to win this set today. And all you have to do is leave a comment on this video if you haven't already. So, now we're going to draw in the eyes. And I just kind of, I don't know. I just kind of do what I always do, where I'm just kind of drawing in an eye. I try to make sure they're kind of the same size on both sides. Sometimes they get away from me. Like one will start getting bigger and I'm like, oh no, I got to add to the other one. Or one spider, like right now. Okay, let me straighten this out a little bit. Lots of possibilities on how you do the eyes. You could go in and do eyelashes if you wanted. I just wanted to keep this one really simple. And for the mouth, I just drew it in. But it's pretty much how it looked on the file. So that's that part. And then I take my white jelly pen, a 10, and I go back in and do all the highlighting. So y'all know this is without rhyme or reason. That's probably my biggest question I get asked is, how do you know where to draw the lines? You don't. You just put them where you think it looks good. What looks good to you. And I just kind of try to think of how shadows would fall in general. So I just put like a little line, usually on the arms, one on the hands, on the legs, across the shoes, on the gown, and voila, you're done. And y'all know I have to put freckles on everything. Okay, so look at Mrs. Claus, isn't she darling? And you could go even more if you didn't want to draw on the eyes. If you had like some black diamond dots, you could totally put those on there. You could add a bling for the middle of the bow, just to jazz her up if you wanted to go even farther. But I think I need to quit. I really need to quit, y'all. Okay, so the next one is this sign. And I have 3 pieces that I created for the base. And I'm going to glue these 2 together. And then for this one going onto this one, I did add foam tape to them. Like I said, I went back and forth. I wanted it to like really look like a sign, so I went back and forth. Am I gonna do glossy accents or no? And you know, I might do one and see what it looks like, because I'm making one to keep for myself anyways. And then I can decide if I like it or not. And if I do, then I might go back and do the rest of them. But I don't know. Like I said, my glossy accents is running kind of low right now. And I have to tell Santa to put some in my stocking. Okay, so with all of this, you could totally get out a ruler. You could line things up. Y'all know I don't do all that. I just embrace it and go with it. And I'm like, yep, there you go. That's where you're going to be. So I kind of just went by the picture, the file that was on Cricut, of how they had these words lined up. Like I said, I added the whole sign base for it, but I kind of just tried to keep everything separated enough so that it would line up in the middle. That didn't work entirely with everything else. So I'm going to add this, and then I'm going to add my words, bakery, the word bakery at the bottom. Getting them off my mat here. Okay. Since these are at the bottom and they're kind of the basis of everything else, I just started with them first. And what I meant to do before I even did that, I just took a tri-blend marker and I went around the outside edges just to create another layer also. I think this marker's about to run out. Santa needs to put some of these in my stocking too. I have wore these things out this year. Okay. That one, I think I used the middle color on that one. This one's a little bit lighter. But it's okay. It's okay. They don't all have to be the same. And sorry, y'all. Somehow my phone was being rude and said that I ran out of storage, so it stopped filming, and I didn't notice it right away because I can't really see it. So anyways, I think it cut off whenever I was lining up the bakery and putting it on there, and I said that I was doing this one first because it kind of sets the scene for all the rest. And to start this row, I kind of just followed the picture on Cricut, and so that I can kind of line it up based on where it falls above that letter to just kind of keep it straight across. So I will fast forward this part now. Okay, so as you can see, it's not 100% lined up correctly, but it's okay. I'm not going to stress about it. So once again, I took one of my tri-blend markers. This one is Antique Pink. And I just used the lightest one. And I just created a line. Now, again, you could use a ruler to put it on there so that you make sure it's straight and all that stuff. But I won't because I'm lazy. So, let me get my letters over here for Mrs. Claus. And once again, I'm just going to go by the picture. Actually, now I have this one, but to kind of see where I need to line it up. So it kind of needs to be over the end. I'm going to move it back a little bit, though, because this one's a little bit off. I don't have enough space, so we'll fix this one. Voila! You have a sign and a little Mrs. Claus. So, super cute. Of course, y'all know I am going to add some extra stuff to this. Some more gingerbreads and things. But I want to keep some stuff secret for my partner. So that it doesn't completely spoil the surprise. But if you want to win one of these, all you have to do is leave a comment. Make sure you're commenting. I would love to have you as a subscriber. Come back and hang out. And check us out on the Facebook group. Lots of awesome inspiration over there and fun challenges and other ways to win some embellishments. So, thanks for hanging out. Until next time, bye y'all.